defy the demon, and will come back up from hell to go to the Holy Land. Malvido is ready. Anthony Aries is ready. The undisputed title is ready. Let's get on to Anthony Aries' journey back. Anthony Aries' journey to save FBW and the undisputed title.
FBW viewers, part 2 of WrestleBash 7 has finally graced upon us. Today is a very special day, especially for the Messiah and his disciples, as tonight is the night where I get back what is mine. And that is the undisputed title. And when I become the undisputed champion once again, I will be the saint of backyard wrestling. This show has been pushed off time and time again, and now the weather is starting to act up because there's a curse trying to prevent the Messiah reach the level where he belongs and deserves to be, and that is on top as the undisputed champion. My opponents tonight, Chris Dynamite and Ruby. Tonight is the final crucifixion. Chris Dynamite is coming into WrestleBash 7 lost. Chris Dynamite over the past year has went from playing with the biggest jobber in FBW, Ethan Hawks, to failing time and time again to be the undisputed champion, then hiding his insecurities behind money. Now Ruby, she's lost her touch. The fire she had many years ago has burnt out to the point where she doesn't want to appear on the channel. But fear not, the Messiah and the Crusade has rolled into FBW, and I'm ready to save FBW once and for all.
My disciple, has he been taken care of?
Yes, he has.
I'll see you out there.
Yep. Chris Simon was found injured backstage by Jared Payne, so he will not be cleared to compete. So it'll be just the Anthony Aries versus Ruby at WrestleBash 7.
FBW fans, it is main event time here at FBW WrestleBash 7 Part 2. It is the undisputed title match. Ruby will be defending her FBW undisputed title against the Messiah of the Yard, Anthony Aries. Now, Chris Dynamite was supposed to be in this match, and it was supposed to be a triple threat three-way match, but Anthony Aries has made it clear that Jared Payne did some dirty work for him, and Chris Dynamite will not be able to compete here tonight at WrestleBash 7. A little bit of karma for Chris Dynamite after Chris Dynamite almost made it to where Anthony Aries was not able to compete at WrestleBash 7, and now it all comes full circle, and Chris Dynamite is not competing here tonight because of Anthony Aries. But here comes the Messiah of the Yard, Anthony Aries. He is looking to complete his prophecy, complete his mission, and him completing his mission involves winning the undisputed title, the title that he lost last year at WrestleBash 6. Anthony Aries has not been undisputed champion since WrestleBash 6 last year, and now he has to go through Ruby, the undisputed champion. She won the title back at NOLA by defeating Chris Dynamite, and in doing so, she's built this new edge in her character. She's more violent, she's more mean. She's looking to retain her title. Ruby and Anthony Aries have a long history together. Anthony Aries attacked Ruby in December of 2020, and when she came back, Anthony Aries revealed himself as the one who attacked her in 2020, and he became the Messiah of the Yard. But let's get this match started. Look at this. Chris Dynamite got taken out. Now it's just how fitting me and Ruby. You see, thanks to Ruby, I was, I'm blinded. I saw clearly, and now I am the Messiah of the Yard. Now you could have joined the Messiah of the Yard and been my disciple, and our relationship would have been better. Our kids would have had a better life. But you decided to be a sinner and go against the Messiah and my ways. Now, tonight, you're going to crucify. And for all, and think about it, our kids will gladly grow up learning the right of ways with Ruby with a low blow to Anthony Aries. Anthony Aries claiming that their kids will be better off without Ruby, and that he can raise them and teach them great ways as the Messiah of the Yard. Ruby taking it to Anthony Aries, unleashing pain, just beating Anthony Aries down. The last time these two wrestlers fought was at FBW Genesis earlier this year in an I Quit match where Ruby made Anthony Aries say the words "I quit" and defeated Anthony Aries. That was in the ring, but the last time they fought in the Yard was FBW Battle Yard last year, where they fought in a last one standing match to a draw. Anthony Aries, he's been wanting the undisputed title to complete his mission as the Messiah of the Yard. Ruby is making it where, and an elbow drop, making it where this is going to be a hard mission to complete for Anthony Aries. Look at that elbow drop, jumping on Anthony Aries. Just kicking Anthony Aries. Those comments Anthony Aries made in the beginning of the match really set Ruby off. Ruby's very passionate about her kids. picking up Anthony Aries. And a stunner. Ruby hits a stunner, taking down Anthony Aries. An interesting move. We've never seen Ruby do that. Now, this is Ruby's first match here at WrestleBash. Anthony Aries competing in the past 6 WrestleBashes. Ruby has never competed at WrestleBash, and Ruby laying in punches to the Messiah. Anthony Aries has not been in control in this match. It's all been Ruby. But Ruby, this is her first showing here at WrestleBash. Ruby tries to kick Anthony Aries, but Anthony Aries moves out the way and hits a splash on Ruby. The last time Ruby was at WrestleBash was at WrestleBash 5, where she won the 24/7 title in a little skit against former FBW wrestler Priscilla Clare, and a clothesline to Ruby. But besides that, Ruby has not had a full-fledged match or showcasing at a WrestleBash. WrestleBash is the biggest show in FBW history. It's our WrestleMania. So the pressure kind of has to be on Ruby. Now, Anthony Aries, he has competed at all 7 WrestleBashes. Now at this one. So Anthony Aries, he has the experience at wrestling at these big shows. And in fact, he hasn't been pinned or submitted at a WrestleBash. Ruby could be the first wrestler to pin or submit Anthony Aries at WrestleBash. Anthony Aries is not undefeated at WrestleBash. He has lost in triple threat matches without being pinned or submitted at WrestleBash 5 and WrestleBash 6. And Anthony Aries hitting Ruby with the bat. What is Anthony Aries doing here? He's now choking Ruby with that bat. So Anthony Aries can be beaten at WrestleBash, but he hasn't been pinned or submitted to do so. So we're going to see if Ruby can be the first to pin or submit Anthony Aries at a WrestleBash. And Ruby goes low again, going low and then hitting Anthony Aries with that bat. Anthony Aries and Ruby have been in a kind of toxic relationship since 2017. Things were going fine in their relationship until Ruby joined FBW and became the first lady of FBW, and that's kind of where the relationship took a tank, as Ruby wanted to be the top star here in FBW, but Anthony Aries wanted the same thing. So conflict arose in their relationship, but then they tried working through. What is this? Ruby has that cookie sheet, driving it into the skull, but they tried working through their issues, ended up having kids, and now they are together because of the kids. I don't know if there's any love between these two. Ever since Anthony Aries really sealed the deal in their relationship when he attacked Ruby and became the Messiah of the Art, that really was the end of things. You really have to think about it. Ruby getting control of Anthony Aries. What is Ruby planning on doing here? Ruby climbing on top of that well. Ruby going up into the high risk district. What is Ruby trying to do for here? And a cross body. Ruby with that cross body off the well. High risk, and it paid off.
1, 2.
High risk definitely paid off for Ruby. Ruby is no stranger to the high risk district. She did that unbelievable dive off the ladder over the cage at Climax 2019. So Ruby does know how to get high and risky.
I'm sick and tired of you guys thinking I am not as good as you.
And Anthony Aries just whacked Ruby with that cookie sheet, taking her down. Ruby did not see that cookie sheet. And a foot stop, driving that cookie sheet into the chest of Ruby. Ruby's chances of retaining the undisputed title are higher than if this match stayed a triple threat match, because if Chris Dynamite was in this match, Ruby could lose the title without being in the decision. And Anthony Aries with a backbreaker, driving the knee right into the back of Ruby. But now that Chris Dynamite is not in this match, she has a higher chance of being able to defeat Anthony Aries. And what is this? Going for a sidewalk backbreaker, driving the knee into the back.
1, 2,
And Ruby kicking out at 2. Ruby having a good showing here for her first WrestleBash. This is the last branded FBW show. Anthony Aries really gave karma to Chris Dynamite.
1, 2.
Chris Dynamite, a founding member of FBW, missing the last and biggest show of FBW WrestleBash 7. But I don't think Chris Dynamite is going to take this lightly. We're going to have to see what's going to happen after WrestleBash 7. We're going to have to see what Chris Dynamite, how he responds to this. And he's trying to choke out Ruby. And Ruby going low again. Ruby really having a dirty strategy for this match. Going low, using low blows to her advantage. As Ruby setting up for here, she's going for the curve stop. But no, she drove her knee right into the skull of Anthony Aries. Anthony Aries, he looks out. Oh no, what is that, Ruby? She's opening something. What does Ruby have? Oh no, those look like poppets. What is she planning on doing with those? And she just threw it in the face of Anthony Aries. She threw a handful of poppets right in the face of Anthony Aries. It just exploded, blinded by the sawdust. What's she going for? Is she going for the curve stomp? This could be it. Curve stomp. She hits a curve stomp on Anthony Aries. This can be it.
1, 2.
Anthony Aries manages to kick out. Looks like he doesn't even know where he is. But no, he rolls up Ruby.
1, 2.
And Ruby kicks out. That curve stomp has won Ruby many moves here in FBW. Both competitors now trading blows. Punches back and forth. Trying to get the upper hand. And Anthony Aries ends it with a headbutt to Ruby. At WrestleBash 7 Part 1, Anthony Aries survived 3 stages of hell with Chris Dynamite to earn this match here at Part 2. What a WrestleBash it would be if Anthony Aries defeated the demon of Chris Dynamite and wins the undisputed title. This really would be the prophecy completed for Anthony Aries. Ruby trying to counter, getting thrown into that chair. She almost got caught and injured her leg.
She's really a fighter, isn't she?
Anthony Aries readjusting the chair.
So much.
But Ruby driving her knee right into that skull of Anthony Aries. Now driving his head right into the steel chair. Ruby really has been building this aggressive side ever since FBW No Love, where she really had this aggressive side when she defeated Chris Dynamite. Almost like she was enjoying inflicting pain. And every time she inflicted pain on Chris Dynamite at No Love, it turned her on, got her more excited. Ever since then, Ruby's been more aggressive, like we've ever seen her in FBW. But now Anthony Aries, he has that chair, driving it into the side of Ruby. Anthony Aries trying to drive it into the back. He has it loaded. Ruby pleading with Anthony Aries. Anthony Aries drops the chair. Does he have a change heart? No, and Anthony Aries hits a stunner, almost a cutter on Ruby. I don't know if he got the full of that, whether it was a stunner or a cutter. But it looks like it did damage Ruby. Ruby trying to go low, resorting on those tactics. Ruby running away. Gaining some distance. And Anthony Aries, he dodges a clothesline and he dives on Ruby. And a DDT by Anthony Aries.
One, two.
This is the first ever intergender match to happen here at WrestleBash. And so far it has been a back and forth war between Ruby and Anthony Aries. Anthony Aries has her leg. What is Anthony Aries going for here? He's trying to position Ruby. He's going for the Curse of Aries. Can he get it locked in? The Curse of Aries is locked in. Anthony Aries with the Curse of Aries. Ruby can tap out here. Anthony Aries has made many competitors tap out with this move, like Chris Dynamite, Dante Kruger. Is Ruby going to be added to the list of competitors who tapped out to this Curse of Aries lock? Ruby crying in pain. This is a lock that affects both of your legs being squished together. Ruby crying in pain. It looks like Ruby might tap out here. No way, she has the bat. She got hold of the bat, and she gets her way out. Hitting Anthony Aries, striking, giving it her all. Ruby manages to get out, manages to stay alive in this FBW Undisputed title match here at WrestleBash 7. Taking it to Anthony Aries with that bat. Ruby positioning Anthony Aries over that chair. What is she going for? A curve stomp on top of the chair. This could be it if she hits it. Anthony Aries tried getting away. And Ruby lands right on the chair, almost twisting her ankle on the chair. Anthony Aries, he's setting up for her and he kicks her down. Ruby could have injured her ankle landing on that chair. Anthony Aries now setting up the chair. Now he's grabbing that board, setting up a table, a slanted table. Anthony Aries looking like he wants to drive Ruby through that piece of board. He's picking up Ruby. If Ruby goes through that board, this can be it. He's looking. Is he looking for a DDT or a suplex? Ruby pushes her way out. And a spear. A spear-like maneuver. Anthony Aries cracking that board. He did not go through it, but he did hit the board pretty hard. He is out.
1, 2.
And Anthony Aries stays alive. Anthony Aries wants to complete his prophecy. He wants to be an 8-time undisputed title holder. Anthony Aries getting up though, making it to his feet first. Ruby still showing the effects of the past offense that Anthony Aries has been using on her in this move. What is this? Anthony Aries picking her up in a fireman's carry. Is he looking for a go to sleep on the chair? And a go to sleep to Ruby on the chair. Ruby going face first into the chair. Anthony Aries, what is Anthony Aries setting up for here? Wait, Anthony Aries, he saw the undisputed title. He now has the undisputed title. Giving it a kiss. That's the prize that Anthony Aries wants to complete his prophecy. And he strikes Ruby right in the head with that steel title.
2, 3.
Wait, was that 3? Was that a 3?
Is that 3?
I'm getting in the headset. That was not a 3. Ruby almost losing her title, barely kicking out. The referee jumped the gun and counted 3, but Ruby did kick out. The match is still going on, is what I'm hearing from officials. That really frustrated Anthony Aries, and that probably is not good for Ruby. An angry Messiah with his alter ego of Malbado deep inside of him is not good for Ruby. What is Anthony Aries going for here? A sleeper. Anthony Aries trying to make Ruby pass out, and realize that her championship reign is fading. Anthony Aries letting go though, now grabbing that chair. What is Anthony Aries doing here? Looks like he has it wrapped around her neck.
And for all.
And Ruby moves. Anthony Aries stomping, and it looks like he hurt his ankle. Looks like Anthony Aries hurt his ankle from stomping on that chair. And a baseball slide into Ruby. Anthony Aries really messed up his ankle after he stomped on that chair when Ruby moved out the way. And Anthony Aries is still fighting, picking up Ruby. And Ruby goes low again. Ruby with those low blows. Anthony Aries staggering. Oh no. Oh no, Ruby! Ruby missed the curve stomp. Looks like she twisted her ankle on that chair. Now, what is Anthony Aries setting up for here? What is Anthony going for here? He calls that the Holy Blade. Goes for the cover.
1, 2,
And we
3.
have a new undisputed champion, the Messiah. His prophecy has been completed. Anthony Aries is now an 8-time undisputed champion. Look at this replay. Ruby twisting her ankle as she lands on that chair. And Anthony, like a predator, setting up for that Holy Blade. And he hits it. And Ruby was out. Anthony Aries is the new undisputed champion. He has completed his prophecy. We just have to wonder, how is Chris Dynamite going to react when Chris Dynamite returns? Because we all know he will be back. But look, the Messiah is undisputed champion. Anthony Aries is standing here on top at WrestleBash 7. I told you all, the Messiah's prophecy will be completed. Now look at me. Now that the prophecy is complete, I'm no longer a Messiah. I'm now a saint for my works. Everybody, let's just take a moment real quick to rejoice and to praise the Messiah for saving FBW. Everybody who doubted me, look at me now. Look at me now. I am the undisputed champion for the 8th time in my career. Sadly, the veteran of FBW, Chris Dynamite, couldn't make it to the last FBW event. How sad. Do I hear anybody crying? Does anybody feel bad for Chris Dynamite? Well, you shouldn't. Chris, how does karma feel? Chris Dynamite, you almost ripped everything away from me. I let you in. I chose you to build this goddamn company with me. And what do you do to repay me? You tried ruining my life. You tried ruining my career. You tried making it where I wasn't going to wrestle here at WrestleBash 7. But look at you now, Chris. You're the one who didn't appear. Why so? Why so? Did somebody attack you? I told you all I was going to save FBW from the sinners. And now, I am the champ. My prophecy of saving FBW has been completed. My works have been fulfilled. So what does that mean for the Messiah of the Yard? Well, I am no longer a Messiah. I am now the saint of backyard wrestling. Now, this has been the end of Anthony Aries and FBW, but this is not the last you will see of me. BYWN Clash of the Yards. I have one final match, but who will it be against? You all will find out very soon. Now, I'm going to celebrate with my crusade.
FBW Backyard Wrestling will be featuring at BYWN Clash of the Yard title defense Anthony Aries versus Chris Dynamite. Hope you guys enjoy BYWN and our show of FBW. I'm signing off.